Today, we're diving into a topic that stumps many newcomers: how to open a bank account in Germany without an Anmeldung. If you've ever felt lost in the maze of German bureaucracy, this video is for you. Imagine this. You've just landed in Germany, excited to start your new life. But then, reality hits. You need a bank account for everything from getting paid to renting an apartment. But wait, to open a bank account, you need an Anmeldung, and to get an Anmeldung, you need an address, which often requires a bank account. It's a classic catch-22, right? Well, today, we're breaking that cycle. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to open a bank account without an Anmeldung, step by step. And here's a little secret. By the end, you'll also learn a tip that could save you hundreds of euros in banking fees. So, stay tuned. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to open a bank account without an Anmeldung, step by step. And here's a little secret. By the end, you'll also learn a tip that could save you hundreds of euros in banking fees. So, stay tuned. And no, you don't need to bribe the bank manager with a crate of beer, though in some small towns, that might actually work. Alright, let's get serious. First, let's understand what Anmeldung is and why it's usually required. Anmeldung is the official registration of your address with the local authorities. It's a crucial step for expats because it ties you to the German system, taxes, health insurance, and yes, banking. Banks typically ask for Anmeldung to verify your identity and address as required by law. But here's the catch. Getting an Anmeldung isn't always straightforward. You might be staying in temporary housing, or perhaps your landlord is dragging their feet with the paperwork. So, what do you do when you need a bank account ASAP? That brings us to the heart of the matter, the expat struggle. Picture this. You're in a new country, trying to set up your life. You need to receive your salary, pay for groceries, maybe even send money back home. But without a bank account, you're stuck using expensive alternatives like cash or international transfers, which can eat into your hard-earned money. Moreover, not having a bank account can delay other essential tasks, like signing a lease or getting a phone contract. It's frustrating, and it can make you feel like you're not really here yet. But don't worry, there's a way out. So, what's the solution? Let's talk about banks that understand your situation. Fortunately, some banks in Germany cater to expats and offer accounts without requiring Anmeldung. These are often online banks or fintech companies that have streamlined their processes for international customers. For example, N26 and Bank are popular choices. They allow you to open an account with just your passport and proof of address from your home country. Another option is Wise, formerly TransferWise, which offers a multi-currency account that can be very useful for expats. But remember, not all banks are created equal. Some might have higher fees or limited services, so it's important to choose wisely. Which brings us to our next point: how to choose the right bank for you. When selecting a bank, consider your specific needs. Do you need an account that allows free ATM withdrawals? Are you looking for low international transfer fees? Or perhaps you want a bank with English-speaking customer service. Make a list of your must-haves and compare the options. For instance, N26 offers a free basic account with a German IBAN, which is great for receiving salary. Bank, on the other hand, has excellent features for managing multiple currencies. Also, check the reviews and see what other expats are saying. A bank might look good on paper, but real user experiences can tell you a lot. Once you've chosen your bank, it's time to apply. Let's walk through the application process. Applying for a bank account without Anmeldung is usually straightforward, especially with online banks. Here's a general step-by-step guide. 1. Choose your bank and account type. Go to the bank's website and select the account that suits you. 2. Fill out the application form. You'll need to provide personal details like your name, date of birth, and contact information. 3. Verify your identity. This is crucial. Most banks will ask for a quick video call where you show your passport and answer a few questions. Some might accept a selfie with your ID. 4. Provide proof of address. Since you don't have Anmeldung, you can use your home country's address. A utility bill or bank statement from your home country usually works. 5. Wait for approval. This can take anywhere from a few minutes to a few days, depending on the bank. 6. Activate your account. Once approved, you'll receive your account details and can start using your account. Remember, each bank might have slightly different requirements, so always check their specific instructions. To make sure your application goes smoothly, here are some tips. First, ensure your documents are up to date. Your passport should be valid, and any proof of address should be recent, usually within the last 3 months. Second, have a stable internet connection for the video call. You don't want to be disconnected midway. Third, be prepared to answer questions about your financial situation. Some banks might ask about your income or the purpose of the account. Lastly, if you're not comfortable with German, check if the bank offers English support. Most online banks do, but it's always good to confirm. Now that you have your account, what next? Even without Anmeldung, you can use your bank account for most purposes. However, keep in mind that some services, like getting a credit card or loan, might still require Anmeldung. Also, once you do get your Anmeldung, make sure to update your address with the bank. This is important for receiving important communications and ensuring compliance with banking regulations. In the meantime, enjoy the freedom of having a German bank account. You can now receive your salary, pay bills, and even start investing, all without the hassle of Anmeldung. And speaking of investing, that's a topic for another video. But before we wrap up, I promised you a secret tip. Here's the reveal. Did you know that some banks offer referral programs where you can earn cash or bonuses for inviting friends? For example, with N26, you can get up to €150 for each friend who opens an account through your link. That's a great way to offset any banking fees or even fund your next adventure in Germany. So, not only have you learned how to open a bank account without Anmeldung, but you've also discovered a way to make your banking work for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on navigating personal finance as an expat in Germany. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help.